Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Coffee and Travel Chats. I'm your girl, Tamara Travels from the Travel Love Agency. And today, y'all, we're just going to get into some travel topics that have been circulating in the atmosphere. And I'm so excited to be here. Um, the reason it's travel and coffee or coffee and travel is because this I love coffee and I love travel. Two major things. I know y'all like coffee too. If you like coffee, link comment on what kind of coffee you like. Today we're not having coffee, y'all. We're gonna get into the content. We're having tea. I have some True Honey teas by True Honey Tea Company. I was out at an event this couple weekends ago, and they had this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful lavender tea. Y'all, it is a beautiful color. Tastes so good. It's very dense and robust. Coffee lovers, tea lovers, y'all understand. Anyway, lavender lemonade. Lavender lemonade, y'all. So travel news. Biggest news stories. We're gonna hit it. We're gonna talk about that Bali ban, the Bonk ban, whether you should go to Bali or not, all that good stuff. So first of all, Apple has a new app, y'all. If you are into vision boards, like this app is really, really great. It is for that person that wants to have a vision board, but on their phone. And with us being so late in the year and January 1 coming, these resolutions are pouring in. I think it's a good time to download this app on your phone. I'm getting no credit for it, but download this app on your phone. It is called Freeform Vision Board app for Apple users, unfortunately, the rest of everyone else. But it's a great way to start planning what inspires you the most as far as travel. So definitely take a look at that, y'all. It's called Freeform app in the Apple Store. Okay. So, in other news, like I don't know about y'all, but me being a travel agent, I get lots of emails on what's going on in the world of travel, all kind of sales deals, all that good stuff. So, we need to talk about some things. We need to talk about JetBlue's sale, y'all. JetBlue has flights starting less than $50. Y'all, $50 for a flight, JetBlue. You want to book pretty fast. Check out their website. I think it's jetblue.com. You can find it, Google it. And yes, flights are starting less than $50. Y'all, flight prices are going up, y'all. If we can get some deals, some steals, some good pricings, this is a good time to get into that exactly. So definitely take a look out for on JetBlue's website to see what they have going on because this is tremendous. Now they do have valid travel dates between January 10th, 2023 and February 15th. So the dates are between January 10th and February 15th, you have to travel, which means you can do that vacay getaway. So check out JetBlue, y'all. Check it out. Okay, so this is a topic, y'all, I've been like kind of going back and forth with. This whole premise of vacation dates. Have y'all heard of this? Now, look, um, vacation dates. So the premise is this. It's all in the news everywhere that I can find, but it's basically like this. Uh, Adam and Eve get together. They decide that instead of having a traditional date, they want to take their first date on a vacation. I don't know, y'all. I love a good vacation and I love a good date. But could y'all do this? Could y'all take a vacation and a date, first date with someone, or a second date, or a third date? Like, could you really do this and be A, feeling comfortable, B, feeling like, is this a good idea? Several people gave their synopsis of their vacation dates, and it was a 50-50 opportunity. It was like 50-50. 50% said they would probably never do it again, and 50% said it was a great idea. But I think in this world of pop culture where there's this blind, I'm gonna never meet this person before and I'm gonna marry him TV show. And I don't need to really know them very well, but I'm gonna marry them. We're just gonna try out a trial period. Could you have a trial period on vacation? And I would presume it would go something like this. If I was the creator of this vacation date, or I had to plan this vacation date for a couple, I would make sure first they had separate rooms and make sure that it's a location that both of them are pretty comfortable and happy with. Probably at an all inclusive resort just to take that pressure and stress off of it. And also, I would probably add some activities, maybe one or two soft romantic activities, some adventure activities, some water activities, those kind of things, and maybe some social gatherings, evening at a club or evening out with everyone just to break it up along for a long period of time, break up a long evening or a long weekend. So, and I would keep the dates kind of short, I would think. I would probably shorten them, this vacation date, to maybe 2.5, maybe 3 days max. This can also be done, it doesn't have to be like a destination flying away somewhere. If the couple lives in Chicago, we could easily plan something that's a Chicago vacation date just to get away, or somewhere in another city in Illinois or something like that. But would y'all do it? Are y'all up for a vacation date? Like, I'm a couples travel expert, so I want to know these things. Like, I want to test the market a little bit, and I want you all to tell me what you think. Okay, moving on from that. So with this being the travel season where friends and families unite, there was a study done. Y'all, this is bad. It sounds terrible, but it's really quite entertaining. How long can you stay at someone's house before you wear out your welcome? That calls for another sip of tea. Okay, so first I'm gonna tell my personal opinions, then I'm gonna tell you what the survey said. My personal opinion is this: if they're close relative and it's during the holiday season, 5 days. If they're Yeah, 5 days, that's all you got. After 5 days, I'm not making your bed anymore. And I'm not cooking because 'cause I'm the host with the most. So if you come to my house, I'm pretty much gonna pull out all the stops. I'm going to cook and, organize activities and those kind of things. So that could wear me out. I mean, I have other things to do, and I still have to take care of my other family, okay? So one of the things I thought was, 5 days if they're a close relative. If they're a friend, I would think I could easily ask my friend, how long are you staying? 2, 3, 4 days max. If they're traveling from around the world or something like that, if it's a very long journey to get here, of course, that can fluctuate. But I would say, yeah, 3 days for a friend. Okay. So I want to know what y'all think. Put your idea in the comments because I want to hear about this. I want to chat about this. Y'all too quiet for me. But anyway, okay. So the survey was done. 2,000 people were polled for this, 2,000 Americans, and 49% said 4 days or more is too much time. Okay. 4 days or more. 72% said 4 days or less would be most acceptable. I'd love to know what you all think. I think this is a great topic because it requires what might be an uncomfortable conversation for some. I know some just kind of allow their family or friends to dictate how long they're staying at their home without having the conversation forward, saying, friends and family, like, how long do you intend on staying? Because really, hosting someone is altering your personal life to make sure they're comfortable, they're happy, they're at peace, they feel safe, they have all of their needs met. It's like running a hotel, and if you're not that kind of person, that could be a tough job. So tell me what y'all think. I think that's a great topic. Ask your mama how long she's staying. Okay, so this is amazing. So, in the world of air travel, there is an entire controversy, you all. And basically, there was an article written, and the article states passengers who recline their seats on flights are often seen as being rude. Now, I want to know you all's honest opinion about this. Is a person who is in their own seat on a plane for with a ticket that they've paid for being rude when they recline their seat? Are they being rude, y'all? Is that what being rude is? Now, the article went two ways. And it was basically this man, he went on a flight and he basically said that the young lady behind him told him that he was not allowed to recline his seat because it was an interference to her personal space. The airline, I'm not going to name the company, said that they manufacture or planes are manufactured for everyone to have the same level of comfort. The only thing that really changes is the size and then what seat you physically choose. I guess my main question is, can the passenger behind you tell you to not recline your seat? Y'all, I don't know how I'm feeling about this. Actually, I do know how I feel about this. Um, I think there's ways to do everything. And I think if we're talking about a 2-hour flight to Miami, maybe I don't have to recline my seat, especially if I notice that the person behind me may be uncomfortable. But I don't turn around and look at that person normally to know if they're uncomfortable because now I'm looking in their space. So I guess I'm trying to figure out what would be like the middle ground. Like, what's the middle ground? Like, how does one know if they're interfering with somebody else's personal space on the flight when they're behind them or before them? So, um, I would love to hear what y'all have to say because I kind of feel like this is just going a little overboard. I mean, if these people were on a bus, would she also say that you're too close to me on the bus when the bus clearly has seats that are appropriated towards a person's body? Or was he being rude? Is it the way you let your seat back? Is it if I let it back too fast? If I don't look at you and point my finger up like I'm walking across church, I'm gonna let my seat back. Like, what is the protocol here? What is the protocol? People are all in arms about this. I would love to hear what you all have to say because, again, I issue travel advice sometimes to travelers that have never really traveled via plane before. So I like to give them some protocols, some do's, don'ts. If it were up to me, I would tell them, get comfortable. There's a button on the seat that actually you can hit and it lets your chair back. Just like being in a car. And why should someone be uncomfortable if they paid full price to be here as well? What if there was someone with extremely long legs and they needed to let their seat back for comfort? What if the person behind who is now uncomfortable because that seat was left back is with child? Because y'all, when you with child, you just be smothering all the time. You just be like, I just don't have enough space. um, but Does the opportunity, if you know that in advance that you don't like for someone to flex in your space, do you now say to yourself, like, maybe I should buy a different seat? Maybe I should upgrade my seat to something that allows more room from the front end. Y'all, I love to know what you got for me. What you got? What you got? Is it being rude when someone lets their seat back? Question of the day. It's one of those travel annoyances, definitely. I don't know if rude matches. So, this is wonderful news, especially for my couples who I put together on trips and couples all around the world. Couples who travel together stay together longer, says surveys. Brilliant. Bae, as long as you can take me to Bali, I'm going to stay with you. That is horrible, and it was a bad joke, but y'all feel what I'm saying. I do think there, in all seriousness, I do think there is a comfort that develops when you travel with your partner, or maybe I should say an understanding. You either understand one, you like this, or two, you do not. So maybe the ones that stay together got filtered through the first trip, and then they were like, the ones that didn't work well on their trip got out. So they're not part of the survey. But I do think anytime couples can be together, especially getting away, having to rely on each other, having to balance out a schedule, having to really push forward or lean back on certain situations, having to make decisions outside of their home or their comfort levels in their home city and state, being able to focus on each other. I could see where the summary may be that couples that travel together stay together. Okay. Sounds good to me. I love it because I love couples travel. Love it. So, y'all, 2023 has been now titled the year of revenge travel. I'm like, revenge is such a strong word, y'all. Is it going to be savage travel in 2024? Anyway, I'm rocking with revenge travel. It's already been named by the travel gods ahead of me, so I am good. I'm just going to roll with the punches. 2023 year of revenge travel. So the whole premise behind the revenge travel idea is that for about 2.5, going on 3 years, we have not been able to travel the way we wanted to. Well, some of us haven't. Those that book with me have, except during the actual shutdown. We're not going to talk about that. That's behind us. We're going forward. Forward. Okay. So it's like all the PTO, all the time off, all of the extra money that you would normally use to travel throughout the year. It's like, boss, I'm revenging. I'm out of here. I got the money and I got time. So I'm about to blow this popsicle stand and I'm going to travel. I hope it lives up to that totally, y'all, because I'm so excited. Like everything has reopened completely. So travel is going to be wide open. Okay. So, yes, revenge travel. I want to think of a cuter name, something more sexy. I don't know. If y'all could think of a name for the year 2023 travel returning other than revenge travel, y'all let me know because, yeah, I want to see that. I want to talk about it. Okay, moving on, y'all. Are y'all enjoying yourselves? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, I do this. I come live every 2 times a week. I am here on 1:15 on Thursday, 1:15 on Sunday. Come back and see your girl. I got many of things to talk about, and we just gonna have fun together. I got one last hot topic before we leave today. Bali has banned bonking, y'all. Bali banned bonking. If you're not married, Bali has banned bonking. Real story. Bali officials say tourists won't be charged under new controversial bonk ban. Okay. The bonk ban is a ban on extramarital bonking. Okay. So, what that basically means is when they first wrote the law, they said that you cannot be shacking up. If they're not your husband or your wife, you cannot be with them and bonking in a bonking situation. How they know who bonking and how they were going to regulate the bonking, I don't really know, but I think this is fascinating. Since the original law was placed out, the ban was placed out, it has been revised, y'all. Although it still applies to foreign visitors, just not tourists, which I'm still trying to figure out how they're determining which is which. I would assume if you were in a tourist destination with your non-husband or non-wife, um, just your significant other outside of marriage, that they had a way of determining that and you would be arrested. Okay. They have revised that and they have said that even though it will still apply to foreign visitors, it will not apply to tourists. So I think foreign visitors would be a long term situation, tourists would be a short term vacation situation. Okay. Bali banning debunking. So funny. So, accommodations, hotels, villas, guest houses, or spas will no longer be a part of the bunking ban if you're not married. The end. Travel lovers, I've had such a great time with you today. If you want to know more about my business or just these talks, or come on in and just talk to me on Sunday at 1:15, I'll be back. Come in. I would love for you to have you in. We talk about good topics. We try to keep them fun, light, but we love travel and we're just a group of travel loving individuals. Okay. For now, I'm signing off. Tamara Travels. Peace and blessings. Cheers.